Hi, how are you? Oh, my light is too fucking bright. Where are you from? How are you? What's up, brother? I'm not betraying you if you think I'm betraying you, bro. You gotta take breaks from WhatsApp, bro. You gotta take breaks from WhatsApp, bro. People don't like political things, you know. He's actually there in the comments. Look, let's not talk about that now. Let's just move on. No disrespect. Like, I don't mean any disrespect, you know. How is everybody doing? This message is held for review. View message. I don't know why it doesn't just show automatically. It's annoying. I'm good, Cody. How are you? Pajit and Pajit. I wish I had a big bottle of vodka. But I don't wish, I wish I just had that girl, Demi, on my lap. That fuzzy hoodie is fresh. I've never heard of fuzzy hoodie. Here they're called snoozies, and they're for like relaxing at home, like kind of like pajamas, like your PJs. Like it's supposed to be warm and cozy. People make fun of me and say, "Why are you wearing a carpet, bro?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I have one in black, I have this one in blue, and then I have another one in grey." But thanks though. It looks warm. Yeah, it is. It is. What's a carpet, bro? Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me, bro? Like the floor inside a house that's like not wooden but soft, like made out of like not cotton, but I don't know the name, but you know what I mean? Yes, yes, I am. Oh, you are kidding me, bro. Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? What's a carpet, bro? Surely you know what a carpet is, bro. Foam. I don't know, it's made out of material, like stitching. What the fuck? Sometimes I'm thinking, should I trust Demi? Kind of like a quilt, yeah. Probably not. Like she was posting mad videos yesterday, like mad fucking videos. She's gonna take her life and all this. Why would you post that online? And she had me fucking scared, and it didn't even happen. She's still here today, and she's smiling, and she's all normal. So she must have like a personality disorder. I don't know. Everything just seems wild. Like there's so many problems for attention. Yeah. Like if you're gonna do it, you're just gonna do it, right? Why would you post it? Don't trust people like that. How do I not know that she's fucking someone else at the same time? Like you don't know. Like only she knows, right? Where are you from? Read my name, bro. I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't know why people ask where are you from when you see my name. Or maybe you didn't read my name, I'm sorry, bro. But if you want to know I'm from Ireland, it's not good for you. Don't worry about that. You dodged a bullet. I mean, maybe I could educate her. Maybe I could change her. Nothing's happened here. We're just talking about everything, bro. Be thankful she is. Be their problem instead of yours. How can she love me? She barely knows me as well. Only she can. Well, that's true. Do you not really want to do that? Do what? I get so damn lonely in here, Lollipop. Like, not being able to have visitors is bad enough as it is, but then not being able to have a pet, like, it just completely just isolates you. Try to fix her. I mean, I would try, but if I just knew after some short time that I'm not getting anywhere, I'd probably give up. But I wouldn't hesitate to try. Bro, it's not my finger, it's a card I was just fiddling with, bro. For fuck's sake. Where are you? I'm here. It's so annoying, this message held for review, and I gotta keep lifting my arm back up to see it and see it. It should just show it, like. Very annoying. Yeah, brother. To you, but she seems like too much drama. Why are some people like that though? Why can't you just like be quiet and just fucking chill? Why is she posting everything she's doing? I'm going to the hospital. She posted me and she says, Sean, did you unsubscribe because I can't see you anymore? I said, I didn't unsubscribe. It must be a glitch. I'm still subscribed. Why is the police at her house because she went to use Snapchat? I don't know. I'm just fucking tired of it all, to be honest with you. Like, every fucking time I meet someone, there's always fucking something. There's always fucking something when I meet somebody. Can never meet someone just fucking normal that lives fucking close that can just like be like me. There's always something I'm not happy about with them. You know, maybe just be fucking single and just be a fucking porn star. You'd never have to fucking worry. Addicted to attention. Drama gets her. Some people are like that. Spousal issues. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Compromise. Hey, Sean, welcome back. Welcome back. Probably fills some void within her. What does that mean, void? You'll find someone. Show the right one. Find you. Maybe Demi can change. Like at 18, I was kind of immature and had some problems too. Not as bad as that though. Fuck's sake. You need to learn to compromise. Yeah. Empty space. Yeah. How old are you? 24, bro. 25 in July. As bad as what? What did she do? Who? What do you mean? Well, we're not really together. We're just like kind of talking, you know. She's 18, I'm 24. But I just suppose maybe some people are more mature than others because when I was 18, before I had a girlfriend that was 18, and she was really mature for someone her age. There was no bullshit. I think it just depends on the person. It's so annoying these messages are getting held for review. Like, I have to change that in the settings. I have to keep touching the screen. It's ridiculous, like, held for review. Nonce. How is somebody a nonce if someone is 18? Someone is legal. It'd be different if I was like 30. Then I'd be like, okay, it's a bit much. What are you even talking about, bro? Absolute fucking idiot. My friend is 22 and his girlfriend is 32. Are you gonna say nonce to that, bro? Mind your fucking business. What's the bullshit with this girl? Just seems just too much drama, like just telling people everything about her life and just posting up everything she does in her life. And then saying she was gonna kill herself and posting it on the internet, but then didn't do it. and had everybody and me worried for absolutely no reason. So yeah, me and my dog found a guy in an abandoned rental house eating bacon. Good God. Who deleted that nonce message? Somebody timing them out. Imagine someone being 18 and someone's 24 and you say nonce. Like, that's just crazy, bro. That is just fucking crazy, bro. In 2001. Called him that. Anyone will say anything nowadays, like. I think, yes, you're a little bit older, and maybe some people that age can be a little bit immature, and maybe that's why it's better to be with someone at 24. But not everybody at 18 is immature. Like I said, my ex, when I was 18, she was 18, she was very mature. I think people just come around and say nonsense, it's just fucking stupid. Good evening, brother. I'm not gonna give any energy anymore. If you were like 28, 29, 30, I'd be like, okay, it's a bit weird. Bro, there's fucking gold diggers out there in their fucking 20s going out with men of fucking 60. They're the fucking nonsense. Sugar daddies, they're the fucking nonsense you need to be worried about, not me, bro. New to your channel. Oh, welcome, brother. I like mac and cheese. Problem, don't listen to idiots. Yeah, like, it's completely fucking legal. Like, what are people talking about? You're a fucking adult. You can drink alcohol at 18. You can do everything. You can vote at 18. Being spectrum. I don't know. I just need to try to get to know her first. I need to try to get to know her more. I need to have a good conversation one to one, and then get to know her. And I was doing it, but then I was going to the shop to get food, and then she fucking had to go. And then, yeah, what's your content type for her? Anything, brother. What was your first job? Working in a hardware DIY shop. This girl is being this. Mac and cheese with cod is awesome. I don't like anything fish, bro. Maybe getting to know someone that doesn't understand basic respect. Take no offense. Maybe I'm just too nice, bro. You know? Maybe I struggled myself in life and I just want to get to know people and understand people. Maybe I want to help her. Maybe she's a bit troubled and I want to help her. You know, it depends how you look at it. Maybe, but you can't save the world. She has to know some of her actions were hurtful and wrong. It could have been attention, the video. Maybe she was suicidal and she was going to do it, but then she changed her mind because I stepped in and wrote in the comments, no, don't do that. Or maybe she's just expressing her pain. Maybe she's really, really hurt deep down inside. But She wants to do it, but she's afraid to do it. But I've already made up my mind. I'm gonna try and help her. I'm not gonna give up on her. But if it gets out of line and it's just continuously continuing and there's no sign of any change and she's not even making effort, the key word is effort. If she's not making any like effort, well then you're gonna have to just wash your hands off her, I guess. My girl, basically, girl, whatever you want to call it. I'd rice and chicken. If she's hurt and she wants to be with you, she should talk to you, not the world. So if you get hurt, oof, good luck, you learn the hard way likely. Constitutional patriot. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna meet up with her in the UK in 2 weeks' time. I'm going over to see her, so I guess we'll know then, bro. I guess we'll know then. Hey, Annie. This message is held for review, please. This message is held for review. View message. It's so fucking annoying having to view the fucking messages myself. I keep touching. Like, why doesn't it just come up automatically? Yeah, can you guys sort it? It's getting really fucking frustrating for me. Like I'm like my phone is barely staying still. It's leaning against an iPhone box, and every time I touch it, I'm knocking the phone off. It's like getting an email. Ignore it. We see it and sort. Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. I wish you well, bit boy. I hope things work out in your favor. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. You too, bro. Wear a condom. Yeah, I don't really like condoms, bro. But like, you know, you don't want a fucking baby and then have to pay fucking maintenance, bro. And then you don't even know if she's the one that you want to be with for the rest of your life. You gotta be careful, bro. Maybe just don't fuck her in the... Okay, that sounds nasty. You know what I was gonna say. Maybe just don't fuck her there. Can you not, Annie? 5 sons never wore one. Today. Since you start. Wow, I can't believe you said that on live. Imagine if your girlfriend came by, she's gonna kick your ass. Or your wife. But yeah, I hear you, William. Yeah, I agree with you. You're right. What's very strange? What happened? From the left menu, select settings. Community. Wait, guys. Community content controls. Community moderation. Thanks, bro. You just saved my life, bro. I fixed it. You got it for me, bro. Now they're all just gonna immediately show. I no longer have to touch the screen anymore. Oh, why is this fucking dude texting me in America saying you have betrayed me? I haven't fucking betrayed you. I just fucking don't want to be talking about fucking Confederate flags and fucking politics. Fuck, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? I didn't fucking betray you. I don't want to be talking about fucking Confederate flags and fucking politics. I'm gonna lose fucking subscribers. They're gonna think I'm fucking a racist as well. You know, like, what do you expect me to be? Holding onto your fucking arm 24/7? I can't be. Which he doesn't take any fucking responsibility for his actions. Doesn't matter who's racist, bro. I don't want to even talk about it anymore. He's fucking pissed. I'm gonna block him now. He's fucking annoying me. I'm gonna fucking text him when he's fucking sober. He's fucking pissing me fucking off. I just texted him, no, I haven't. See, now you're pissing me off. I hate Onion, bro. He just wants to talk on the phone all day, all day, all day. And then if you go live by yourself, like, hey, how come you didn't bring me? You betrayed me. No, because I can't be talking to you 24 fucking 7. It's the same guy, Annie, with the Confederate flag. I can't be talking 24/7 to the same fucking person. It's nothing against you. I mean, it's any person in general. I can't be talking to my mother 24/7 on the phone. It's life. And don't be talking about, Donald Trump or Confederate flags or blacks in Chicago. I mean, like, that's the kind of shit that's going to make you lose subscribers. And even though I'm not even saying anything, just being there with him on the live, they're going to think I'm the same too. And I'm going to lose subscribers, be reported, whatnot. He can have his views, but keep that off YouTube. You know what I mean? We're here to talk and just be respectful, but everything just comes down to Donald Trump and fucking this and that. And there's a lot of people here that are lovely people that are black from Chicago. They're lovely fucking people here. And he says, oh, Chicago's just black people shooting one another. That is ignorant. I mean, like, yes, that happens, but it's not only black people. And, don't judge, like, get to learn why they're like that. What happened in their life. They don't know a way out of it. I mean, they get easily drawn into it. Like, it's just like, don't be fucking judging people. Just say everywhere has its fucking problems. There's good and bad everywhere. If you say stuff like that, you're gonna fucking. It's like saying I don't like Ireland because, like, all you guys are just fucking alcoholics. It's like the same. It's an ignorant fucking point of view. Onion is good for murder and cleans the blood. Exactly, Sean. Yeah. Or to be fair, yeah, I know. I was getting really fucking bored. What? How? One hate onion. No, come on, man. Onion is eggs. Onion spaghetti. No, I just don't really like it, bro. It's just the texture. Maybe it's the autism I have. Just the texture, like, it's just in the way. Ugh, it's just pointless. Doesn't. You should ditch. Ignore idiots. Lose can. Instead of that, just creates problems. But you think he'd know, like, at his age, you think he would know this kind of thing? Like, he's 53, you think he would know? And if you listen to me now, don't be talking about this shit on you. If you want to join my live, don't be talking about these things. Don't be talking about these things. Talk about anything else but Confederate flags and black people in Chicago. And just because I don't talk to you 24/7 does not mean I've betrayed you. And just because I'm doing a live of myself does not mean that I betrayed you. I just want a break. And I can't be talking to the same person 24 fucking 7. It's like having the same dinner every day. Bones and jelly. I texted him, I said, no, I haven't betrayed you. Now you're pissing me off. And then I blocked him. Because he's going to keep fucking annoying me, like. Like, trying to make me feel guilty, like. Trying to make me feel guilty, like. I hate that shit when people try to make you feel guilty just for trying to do the right. Oh, you betrayed me. I'm just trying to protect everybody here, and I'm trying to protect my fucking channel. And then trying to make me feel bad, trying to make you feel guilty. Oh, you betrayed me. Irish, bro, what's your favorite food? I would say pizza. Understood. Okay, understand. He lives in the United States. can be hours and hours of any diversity of any kind. This doesn't know any better. Like, he needs to live in Chicago. He needs to live in these places to get to know people, to understand. Like, people that are living in rural places that don't see much of the world probably aren't the most educated, put it that way. I hate pineapple on pizza. I don't know why would you put pineapple on pizza, bro? Who was the last night? Oh, that's the guy you were talking about. Because he's trying to make me feel bad, Max. He's trying to say I'm betraying him just because I don't want him on the live, because he keeps talking about politics and fucking Confederate flags and black people in Chicago. People don't want to hear that kind of stuff. For everything, yeah. Agree on an American of Irish descent. States during the Civil War. Yes, that's good. I don't know, William. I don't know, bro. Some people are just difficult to change, bro. Some people are just stuck in their own ways, bro. Sean, don't be feeling guilty, bro. You're all good. To know you should be amazed at how many people should have been streamers. Bro, I've had crazy people. I remember this girl from Kenya, this black girl that like I was talking to, and she obviously seen I was white and European and thought that I was like loaded, and probably looking for an opportunity as to get a passport. And you know, we started talking on WhatsApp for half an hour. She took my number, and first thing is she asked for money. I didn't give it to her. I'm not giving money to a fucking stranger. Probably never see the money again, or her. Why would you give someone money to all the way in Africa they don't even know? And she didn't even talk to me. And I'm glad she didn't talk to me after that, because that's all she wanted. She proved her true colours. She only wanted to use you. If she actually genuinely liked you for you, she would have still talked to you regardless. What a fucking scumbag, a fucking African scammer. Like that's what she is, like an African scammer, like thinking that we're rich and because we're in fucking Europe and trying to take advantage of white people in Europe. Nice story. That one she mugged you up. No, that's not true. She may not have even been she. Yeah, you're not. He'd probably wake up the next morning and won't even remember a fucking damn thing from all the vodka. Exactly, Max. He can lose his channel from what that guy was saying. Turn off that fucking music. I don't like that fucking rap. Did you ever listen to country music? Like today when we were talking, I couldn't get a fucking word in. You know what I mean? I couldn't get a word in. Everybody was talking over one another because he wouldn't give me a chance to speak. He was screaming, and everything was about blacks all kill each other in Chicago. Why would I want to go there? And then my viewers are from Chicago. They're gonna look at me and saying, "Oh, so you're friends with this guy? All right, unsubscribe." You know. And it's not something you should be bringing up on the fucking live. Like, do that in your own personal time. You can have your beliefs, but keep it off fucking YouTube. That's all I gotta say. Exactly, Sean. Yeah. Everyone is different. But he doesn't, though. He wants everyone to be like him. He likes everyone to be like him. I don't know why America has people like that, thinking like that. Like you see some racist people in Ireland, but you won't see like you won't see it as bad as America. Shocked at it, yeah. I didn't send her any money, bro. Why would you give money to someone you never met that lives in a different continent? If she likes you for you, you know, she'll meet you for you. And it's disrespectful to be asking someone for money that you don't even know, that lives in another country you've never met. 100%, yeah. Shauna's a good person, yeah. I didn't see any of it. I assume it was the same as what was going on yesterday. Why doesn't she have her own fucking money? She's an adult. You're not responsible for her. You don't even know her. Who the fuck is she? She's not your wife. It'd be different if she was your wife and she was short on cash and you had kids and she had to look after the kids and she needed some money to buy medicine for herself. I don't know. Or, you know, something, whatever. But, like, she's not your fucking wife. You don't fucking owe these people nothing. Decent head about you. Use it. Don't come from these gaudy details, you people online shit. I don't need a guard up, man. Oh, fuck that then. Yeah. No, I'm very streetwise and intelligent. I've been through a lot and it's kind of made me really smart. People have said this year, 2026, I've been like the most mature. Like if this was me a couple of years ago, like I was too nice to people. Like people used me for alcohol, for money, and I gave people too many chances because I was lonely. But I've just realized to just deal with the loneliness. If you're lonely, accept it. It's better to be lonely than to be with a load of fakes because you'll actually thank yourself in the end. Don't let yourself be used and abused by people. Like you're better than that. And if you allow people to use and abuse you, you don't even respect yourself. You need to respect yourself. And then Sean got him out of the live. Now he's making Sean feel bad against him. And that's no, it's not fair. He needs to learn and say, I'm wrong. You know, I'm putting some content up there that's actually pretty hateful and not very nice or loving, you know. I mean, if you're a Christian, I don't think Jesus taught you to do this kind of stuff. You know, Jesus taught to love, you know. It's twisting things and trying to manipulate me and trying to make me feel bad. I hate that kind of shit. It's very toxic. You know, you need to accept that you're the one that's wrong. You have opinions that are very hurtful to people and you should keep them to yourself. Or maybe you should travel more and stop being in isolated America and get to know people before judging everybody. You know? How can you judge a place when you never step foot in it just because you're reading bad things about the news about stuff happening in Chicago? You focus on the bad things. I mean, 100%. I mean, one of my favorite YouTubers, one of my really good friends, is the nicest down to earth person ever, and I talked to him on this, and he lives in the hood in Chicago. You know, if you're falling in the traps, you need to stop it. It doesn't make you a better person. You're a fine person without all that bullshit. Don't fall for it. Yeah, exactly. If he replies to you, Sean, wasn't fair. Yeah, that's America all over, isn't it? Yeah. They don't even seem that traveled or educated, a lot of them. No offense, like, you know, like stupid questions some of them will ask, are leprechauns real? And like they're not even joking, they're actually being serious. Like that's literally what some of them are like that's how fucking stupid some of them are, and so gullible and not educated. No offense to anyone that's American, I know it's not all Americans, but it's a couple, you know. I think Europeans are more traveled and more educated, like in general. I've been asked that. Yeah, bro, I know. It's ridiculous. Someone even asked me, "Are leprechauns real?" In with a pot of gold in Ireland the other day. I was like, "Are you for fucking real, bro? I can't fucking believe you asked that." Have you seen the Wild Haggis videos? I bet a few went looking. No. There's good and bad ever. 100%, bro. Everybody's laughing. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, bro. See, here we go again. Where are you from? Like, is this someone trying to troll, or is this someone that just didn't read my name? Or do they mean like whereabouts in Ireland are you from? I don't even know anymore. But I hope you're not trying to troll. But I'm from Dublin, Ireland. Yeah, we have a great community here. Love and respectful. Sean Duns are doing 3 liters for a fiver. 2 liters. Fuck. What of Coke, bro? Shit, I need to get down there, bro. Not today, but tomorrow. To keep it that way. My nan's complaining about the weather in Dublin. Yeah, Irish. Definitely not troll. No, it's all good, Sammy. No worries, no worries. No, because some people they just troll and they just come and say where you from, and then they don't even answer, and it's just trying to like take the piss, like. So sometimes it's hard to know if someone is trolling, but no, I respect that. But I'll find out pretty quickly if they don't answer or if they just say something again bad. But no, it's all good. I'm from Belfast, yeah. Oh, that's cool, bro. I like Belfast. I don't know what you mean, yeah. Pepsi and 2 Club Lemons. Oh, so it's not Coke, it's Pepsi. Bro, I don't really like Pepsi too much. It's very fizzy and not much sweetness to it. Like, there's not as much flavor as Coke. I thought you meant Coke, bro. But though, it's still a good deal, though, bro. But you know what's funny, bro? A few weeks ago I had the Pepsi in KFC and I thought it was delicious, but I bought it in Spar, the Pepsi, last week, and it was fucking terrible. First I came across you live, I'm gonna sub. Yeah, no worries. I really appreciate that. We're trying to get to 500. Bro, do you remember that video that went viral in Belfast in the Holy Lands where there was like police with machine guns and there was someone sticking their head out the window and saying, "Oh no, oh no." That was like making fun of the police. Do you know about that video, bro? It was about like 2 years ago or something. Do you know about that, Sammy? 375. Bro, it's even worse than fucking Aldi, which you think would be better than Aldi. Like the cheapest I've seen is €4. Everywhere it's €4. Spar, it's like even worse. It's like 4.50 something, 40 something. But they had a deal in Spar last week, but it was only a limited time offer. It was €2 for the 2 liter, and I grabbed that shit straight away. You know, but it's gone now. The deal. Don't know because it was me and my friend, bro. It was me and my friend that were falsely arrested in Belfast and accused of burglary. It was a whole fucked up situation, bro. It should be like no more than like €3, and they should have like 2 liters stuck together. They used to have that for like five. Like they should do that price. That'd be good. Hold on a bit. All students, yeah. I remember I was there on St. Patrick's Day, and all what was on the ground was hundreds of cans and bottles. A Buckfast, Frosty Jacks, Copperberg, Magners, bro, everywhere. Oh, really? Yeah. It's a long story. It's a long story, but if you guys want me to explain it, I can explain it if you want me to explain it. Why we got arrested. We were released without charge. And the PSNI were scumbags. They didn't even apologize. Like it was a whole mix up. Like they were just confused. And the person that called didn't speak English properly. Welcome to fucking Ireland, bro. He was a migrant. He didn't speak English properly. And then the police made a mistake. They thought it was us and we were innocent. And we were minding our own business. And I spent the fucking night in the cell for no fucking reason. And so did my friend. And then we got released. There was no even court date. There was no nothing. And they didn't even fucking apologize. But they apologized to my friend, but they didn't apologize to me. Maybe they don't like people from the south, bro. Maybe Maybe they're presidents and they don't like me. Maybe that's why they didn't say sorry to me. Maybe that's why they said sorry to him. Frosty Jacks, yeah, it's crazy stuff, Frosty Jacks. I used to drink loads of that when I was up the north. Country Springs 9% for 3 litres. I remember that, bro, a red bottle. Bro, I haven't seen that around, bro. I'd say the sugar tax, they probably were like, ah, fuck it, it's not even worth making it anymore. If you want, okay, I'll tell you guys the story then, because like I think you guys like stories, yeah? I always have a story. Oh, well, you're the second person subscribed today. It's not sort of fun. It's like being on the phone, but instead strangers, all. That out was being fun. Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. That's because I care about my subscribers. I try and respond as much as I can, but sometimes when the comments are going very, very fast, sometimes I can miss them. But if someone corrects me and says, "Hey, you didn't read my comment," I'll always go back and look for it and read it. I think that's just overall in general, all bad. Yeah, probably, bro. But most likely, I'll tell you the story though. So I made it corned beef, cabbage, and potatoes on St. Patrick's Day. Carried on my grandma's tradition. That's so cool, bro. I was homeless at the time. Um, my drinking was out of control because of my trauma. I thought if I go up to Belfast, the drink would be a lot cheaper. There's no minimum unit price, and there's cheap hostels there, like Lake and Backpackers and Botanic Avenue and stuff. And I thought to myself, if I book hostels up there, that way I can avoid the homeless hostels in Dublin, and I wouldn't be around the crackheads and the people robbing and stealing and stuff. Um, I remember I was drinking night cider, which is like really strong, 8.4. I was trying to get the quickest buzz to like the quickest way to get drunk for the cheapest way possible because I was trying to block a lot of shit out, if that makes sense. I wasn't happy in my life. And it's good that I'm being honest, you know. And then I remember going for a walk up like there's like a wine mark on that road in Belfast. The iron what how do I pronounce it? It's so hard to pronounce. Iron Oma Road or something. Oma Road or something. There's a spar there. It's good, Sean. We were here for you. Yeah, thanks. And I went into this park and I sat down. And I was drinking some cider. This man was drinking too, and he started talking to me at the bench. You know, he asked me where I was from. Um, I told him. I told him a little bit of my situation, and he told me he was president. He was British. I don't really mind. You know, if you're a nice person, that's all that matters. He gave me a fiver. I was like, no, bro, take it back because I felt ashamed, and he took it back. But then I was like thinking about it. Oh fuck, I should have kept it. Like, what if I need it if I'm stuck in the future? And I was like, hey, bro, do you know the way like I took like you know the way like I asked for it back. No, you know the way I gave it back. That's because I'm kind of ashamed, but I might actually need it now that I think about it. Like, what about tomorrow? Like when I'm stuck, you don't mind if I get it back? And then he gave it back to me, and then he was like, "Oh, there's a pub up on the Onmore Road. You know, we should go there." Um, and then he goes in, and then I don't know what it was, but they wouldn't let me in. Like these guys at the front, I don't know what their problem was. Maybe they thought I was drunk, and I was very upset and hurt by that because I felt like not accepted. Um, you know, and when you're so hurt in life, you don't even care anymore. And when you're drinking, you don't think straight. And I gave him a few punches in the head. This random guy, he was a bald guy. I mean, I fucked up. I was wrong. I done some scumbag things. I admit that. But I think I was just like angry, you know, because I found a potential friend in Belfast. Doesn't matter if he was a British president. Um, and then you're fucking it up. And he saw me inside thinking I ditched him. And this guy, this bald random guy, is like pushing me. Oh, you can't get in. You can't get in. So I just out of anger, I just went bam, bam, bam in the fucking back of the head. And then I left. And I was telling this black guy this story that was passed. I was like, whoa, bro, that's crazy. That's mad, bro. And he started laughing. And then I just went back to the off license, got another can or two. And then he must have spotted me. He pointed me out. He must have said, look, he must have went back into the pub and said to all the people drinking there, the people he's friends with, some fucking cunt with a Dublin accent that's wearing blah 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 gave me a few digs for no reason, blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, like loads of guys just came running across the street and just started punching me in the head and everything. And like I knew that I was fucked. He said, came up with it. No, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. I knew I was fucked. I was like, there's no point even trying to fight these guys. There's like fucking 6 or 7 of them. I need to get the hell out of here and run away. Thank you, user Scully. Thank you, Scully. Yeah, and this is hilarious a story though. I ran to the off license. I was thinking if I run into the shop, the staff will lock the doors or something. And then I was pressing the fucking bell. I was pressing the fucking bell because in Northern Ireland, like in here, you can just walk in. The door is automatic, or you just push the door and you go in. But it's like locked, and you have to press a fucking bell. I'm pressing the fuck. I'm like, why are these motherfuckers not opening the fucking door? Like I'm getting fucking punched the fuck out of here. They're punching me in the face and the head. I need to get the fuck out of here. And they're standing inside the off license. They won't even fucking let me in. And I'm pressing the fucking bell and I'm getting fucking hit. And I was like, all right, fuck that. And then in the process of running over to the off license, my shoe came off, yeah. And they stopped hitting me, I wasn't really badly hurt. There was no blood, but my head felt a bit bruised. My face felt a bit bruised. And then I seen one of them pick up my shoe and walk away and go inside the pub. I was like, look, hey, bro, I fucked up, but look, I'm going through a hard time. That guy was really a dick. You can't take my shoe, bro. Like, I'm homeless. I don't have any other shoes. I don't have any money to buy any other shoes. You can't do that, bro. Come on. And then he's like, if you come looking for it in the pub, you're going to get fucking battered again. There was a gang of them, and I was like, okay, well, that's not an option. I'm fucked. This is so embarrassing. This is absolutely horrible. I was walking down the street. It was dark outside. I had one fucking shoe on, and I seen people walking through the street. I was walking through the Holy Lands. There was other migrants around there, and I said to one of them, look at my foot. I just got attacked. I was in a fight. He stole my shoe. And then this migrant went into his house, took a pair of Nikes from his house, gave them to me, but I put them on and they were way too small. My toes were like being rammed, but it's better than nothing, you get me? And then I seen another migrant guy, and it is in Spar, yeah, and I told him what had happened, and I told him these shoes are too tight. He went into his flat, and then he gave me, a pair of shoes that fitted perfect. We started talking, we became friends. He was alcoholic like me. He let me stay in his place whenever I wanted, even though I wasn't supposed to be there. He let me sleep on a mattress on the floor in his room. And we were drinking like really heavy one day. I know the story is dragging on. I'm really sorry. But I told you guys it was a long story. I'm sorry if I'm annoying you guys. This guy was from Sudan. His name was Amin. He was a Muslim guy, but he was really nice though. And we were drinking. No, it wasn't Zach. It was another guy, another Indian guy. I don't know his name. We were drinking in the house, and he got really drunk, and he started throwing cans of beans and like vegetables, like I don't know, cans of vegetables, and saying, fuck the British, fuck the British, fuck the British. Because I was telling him how some of the people in Northern Ireland, the presidents, when they hear my accent, like they're quite rude in the shops and stuff. Like not all, but some of them. And then he got arrested because his housemates, the other migrant people there, called the police. Because he picked up a drinking glass from the kitchen and like smashed it like on the ground outside. Okay. And I remember I'm nearly finished. Cut the story short. I remember just going back one day and bringing this Irish friend that I met in this homeless service in Belfast where you get free food. Okay. And then we were drinking, and then there was a guy from Palestine there, and he didn't fucking like us drinking in there because he's Muslim, and it's against his religion, and he doesn't want to see Amin bringing back another person drinking with him in the kitchen. You could see he was angry, and like we're just chilling up in the room, and all of a sudden like we just hear police open up, and we're just like, what you mean, what do you, and they're like, uh they're pointing fucking machine guns at us and everything. Yeah, it was for a while. They're pointing machine guns at us. But like I'm actually going too far ahead of myself. We were scared to open the door. We had the door locked. We're like, fuck this. We don't trust them. You hear stories all the time, people getting shot, and then the police say, "Oh, I thought he had a knife." Like we had the fucking door locked. We wouldn't come out, and we're looking out the window, and we can just see like loads of police with machine guns, the armed response unit, whatever you want to call them, um, and they're like hitting the fucking door with something. I don't know. And then I think they broke the lock. They got the lock open, and then they were like, we seen them coming in. We're like, oh, we're fucked. And then we could hear like from outside the bedroom door. They came up the stairs. The room was like all up the stairs, and they were like, yeah, they were like, come out. I was like, well, what happened? Like, what are you talking? They're like, you've been arrested on a suspicion of burglary. You're like, what burglary? What do you mean? My friend Amin lives here. He lives with other migrants in this house that the government have given, you know, the government are paying a landlord to keep the migrants in there. I said, like, I'm just in his house. We're just having drinks. I don't know what you're even talking about. And like, I was so fucking scared. Like, I was making sure that I don't put my hands in my pockets or any sudden movements, because they'll shoot, and then they'll make a lie up and say, "Hey, I was scared. I thought he had a knife." So I was just like this the whole fucking time. I said to them, "Don't shoot." I said, "Look, it's a fucking mistake." And they're like, "Oh, did I get on the floor now?" And then you get on the floor, they fucking arrest you. They were so fucking rough with me. They were like extremely fucking rough, like I was a criminal. Like they fucking like dragging really aggressively, yeah, and they fucking like throw you in the fucking van. Like this guy's a piece of fucking shit. He's a cardboard box. Just dump him in the back of the van. And I'm like, the fucking neck of them that I haven't even fucking done anything wrong. They don't even know the whole story. It was the Palestinian motherfucker that called the police. That's what happened. And because he doesn't speak English, he probably said they're not supposed to be here, or I don't want them here. And then I think the police just got confused and probably said, oh, it's probably a burglary then. And even the guy Amin, it was his own fucking house. He was living there. And then they tried to arrest him for suspicion of burglary in his own accommodation that he's living in, which absolutely makes no sense. It was a big confuse and mix up, Um, I mean, I just spent the night in the cell. They gave me some dinner. But yeah, the next day, like they just let me go and say, "Oh, sorry, it was a mix-up. We were talking to your friend, and he was saying that he lives there, and he just invited you in, but the guy doesn't speak English properly, and we just made a mistake." But like, there was no even sorry. They're like, "Okay, you're free to go. Here's your clothes." They put your clothes in a plastic bag, and then that was the end of that. Then, like, it's just crazy. Like, and also my Irish friend that was there that day, I brought him over to stay there. He was drinking with me, and the guy I met from the homeless free food service in Belfast was there. He got arrested. All three of us got arrested. I hadn't even done anything fucking wrong. And then when I called back, that Palestinian guy was a fucking cunt. When I called back to the house, because my phone was in the house that I didn't even get to get when I got arrested, I was like, is there a bag there? There's also jeans with a belt that I left there that are in the bag, and there's a phone in the bag, and he just like, you know throws the bag like that. I catch it. I open up. I'm like, "Where's the fucking phone? Where's the jeans, man? Where's the belt?" He's like, he didn't even know what jeans or belt even fucking meant, and he's just like, "No phone, no phone, no phone." I'm like, "Yes, there's a fucking phone there, man." So he probably fucking stole it, or one of them fucking stole it, bro. And there was nothing I could do, because if I tried to force entry, then you could get arrested. And Amin was still in custody. He was the last one to be released, apparently. And I couldn't even fucking ring him because I didn't even have a phone. So yeah, it was fucking awful fucking experience. Like, and then I even talked to Amin on Facebook, and he was like, and one day I'm gonna try and get him on the YouTube live so you guys can meet him. But he was like, yeah, that Palestinian guy, he's a motherfucker. He fuck up everything. Like, even he doesn't even like him. He's a bastard. Like, absolutely ridiculous, man. Yeah, it is. all awful that they strip search you before going to jail. Yeah, but like you do be in your underwear, you know, like your boxers. Like you're not completely naked, if that makes sense. Police are a-holes, yeah. Like I understand there was a mix-up, but like if they had it like not being so rough with you, like treating you like a cardboard box, fucking you into the van, I'd be like, hey, you know, they're just doing their job. You know, it's a mix-up, but you know they're still treating you with respect. But like I told them it was a mix-up. I told them we hadn't even burgled, like, and yet they still just treated me like fucking dirt, and then not even a sorry. So to be honest, fucking scumbags. That's my opinion. Fuck them. Again, that's just them, the police. Yeah. How long were you arrested for? Just like overnight, like about 8 or 9 hours. I just slept the whole time. That would be terrible. Sorry to go through all this. Yeah. I think the scariest part was the machine guns because I was standing in a hallway that was dark. They have machine guns, and how do I not know that he's not going to shoot? You know what I mean? You just don't fucking know. Like you know, you might move or something, or you know, even when you came out the door and opened the door, just by walking, he might be like, "Oh shit, shoot!" And then it gets investigated, and they say, "Oh, I thought he had a knife. I was scared," and probably not much would happen to them. They get away with it. You know, there was a similar thing that happened in Dublin that a guy was mentally ill and he got shot and killed by the police. The police came. There was a similar kind of situation. Thank God it didn't happen. But yeah, it was scary. Did they take your laces? They didn't take my laces. They just took my shoes altogether. How poor are you? Yeah, we can watch on channels. I will make some of them public, bro. I need to find out how I make them go automatically public. I tried to do that and I couldn't do it, bro. I love Dublin, never been. I love the accent. Yeah, bro, that's cool, bro. Maybe someday you should come. Maybe we can meet up one of these days, bro. I can show you around if you like. Yeah, yeah, it's just crazy, bro. Like, he's ringing the police on you, you know? Why would you ring the fucking police? Like, all he had to do was just, like, get his phone, you know? If he doesn't speak English and he speaks Arabic, all he had to do was just type into the Arabic, I know Amin invited you in here, but I don't really want you drinking in here. I don't really like it. I think it's unfair. You shouldn't really be here. I don't feel comfortable. And I would have just said, okay, man, I respect that. And I would have just left. But no, he calls the fucking police. Like, what was he thinking? Like, and then he doesn't even speak English. How is he meant to, like, speak to fucking police when he doesn't even speak English? Like, what an idiot. Like, and then because the police mix everything up, they thought it was a burglary. And then you get thrown into the van like a fucking cardboard box and like treat like you're a scumbag. Like just, you know, and then no even sorry. Like you should be able to sue them in my opinion for that. I even said to the guy, the solicitor, can you sue? He says, no, you can't. Sean, what did I miss over the past 4 days? Some crazy migrants trying to start on me. I heard you recently for a little bit. No, why are you saying that? I'm okay, like now. Yeah, I'm alright. I agree, you should be able to sue. Yeah, you should. Because you were kept in custody. You shouldn't have been in custody. You know, you were, you know, I wouldn't say assaulted, but, you know, like you were kind of fucked around. Like you were kind of thrown into the van. Like you weren't placed into the van. Um, you know, and you weren't treated like a human, put it that way. You were treated like a fucking piece of dirt, criminal fucking scumbag, even though you hadn't even done anything wrong. So you should be able to sue. But to me, because you're kind of like an idol to me, haha. Scully. Yeah, what age are you again, Scully? Maybe one day we can meet, yeah. I certainly like. Oh, that was like 2 years ago. So bad, yeah. The police go overboard, they can be too aggressive on their stories. Jail, no power. Yeah, bro, I could tell you a million stories, bro. I've been assaulted by police before, bro. For no reason, you know. You get arrested, you're drunk. You know, they be cheeky with you. You know, you answer them back. They get you in the back of the guarded car and they hold your head down and they go like bang, bang, bang. You know, they do it all the time, bro. They do it all the fucking time here. You know, and nothing happens. There's no consequences for their actions. They never ever get in trouble for it, and they know that, and that's why they do it. 23. Yeah, that's cool. If you want to see who to look for, I'm on my YouTube. Yeah, how do I subscribe to you? How do I? It doesn't let me subscribe to you. It's not giving me. Can't trust them. Yeah, I know. I hate the fucking guards. Like, you know, like they get away with murder. Like, a lot of people were bullied, and that's why they go into that job. So now they can be the bully. A lot of them are just so angry with being, you know, shouted at, abused by other people. So then they just take it out on every single person they arrest that hasn't even done anything wrong. You know, they can't handle the fucking. If you have to solve people to get your frustration, you can't handle the job. Don't do the fucking job. And then if you lay a finger on one of them, you're fucked. You're brought to court. You know, most likely you're going to get a fucking custodial sentence, which means you'll serve actual time in prison. It's unlikely you're going to get bail if you assault a police officer here. But they're doing it every day of the fucking week, and there's nothing happening. Just because we live in Europe doesn't mean, you know, that it's not corrupt. I mean, it is corrupt. Probably not as bad as Africa and Asia, but it's still like it's not corruption free, you know. Our bullet skill, yeah, too true, yeah. I'm very where is it? They think the badge makes them school and grow 5 inches. Yeah, I feel the same way, bro. Channel and also Scully Frag. It's my dad's all pretty some. Look, let me just call out my email over the live and get a pen and paper ready. I don't really mind giving out my email, but it's my phone number I don't want to be giving out, you know, because then you'll have people like ringing you that you don't know who they are, or you might have that troll guy ringing you. Whenever you're ready with some pen and paper, if you want to do that, just let me know. And then possibly if I get to know you more, I can give you my number through the email. I just can't be saying that on the live. Okay, yeah, so I have two, but I have an iCloud one for this phone, and then I have a Gmail, but I mostly use the Gmail. It's Sean Boy, so SEANBOY. Yeah, Sean Boy, SEANBOY. And then it's 22669 at gmail.com. Do you have it right? I'm going to call it out one more time. It's Sean Boy, SEANBOY, 22669 at gmail.com. Okay, so if you see on Scully's, it's him. What are you talking about? I'm really confused. Sorry, Scully Frag. I don't know who it's who user. So he see on all men playing. I don't know what you mean. Okay, I always jump by a bunch of American football players, not green ones. That's cool. Putting me down. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, human help. Where do you think is worse, if you know what I mean, Dublin or here? Belfast. It depends. I think they're pretty much no different, but I think Dublin is a little bit worse. Like there's more crackheads, there's more homeless in Dublin than there is in Belfast. But there's still a lot more in Dublin. Or sorry, there's more crackheads and homeless like in Dublin, a lot more. But there's still a lot in Belfast, if that makes sense. They're both bad, but I think Dublin is a bit worse. But I don't like the kind of some of the Protestant community, how they're so like, how they have so much hatred against people from the Republic. I was even threatened by my accent by these two presidents, British presidents, that were just absolutely drunk as fuck, saying they were going to batter me and all, just because of my accent. Crazy shit. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's my email. Yeah, at gmail.com. User. Bye. Go. Talk to you later. Bye. So, okay. Drama. Yeah. I'm being very careful. Human help. Gmail on YouTube. No. Just like the end of the prison. Man, I relate to that so much. Like I remember just like getting drunk. You know, okay, you want to drink, you're depressed, you're homeless, you've trauma, you steal some alcohol, you drink it. You're like, oh, this is not enough. I want to get drunk. I don't have the money. I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna steal it. Worst case scenario, you get arrested. You wake up in a fucking police cell, and you're just like, what the fuck have I done? All because of alcohol. It's crazy. What's wrong? Nothing. I'm just tired. Yeah, bro. But that's not really me. I always usually drink it when I'm in a bad mood. When I'm not feeling good is when I drink it. It's kind of the opposite for me. It's never really when I'm on a good mood. I don't drink because I don't really feel the need to because I'm happy. Yeah, I worked in a store once. Place called. They were saving food. I felt very happy about it. I don't know what you mean. They were saving food. Like I remember like when I was arrested. What's your favorite drink to be on? Well, if you weren't talking about prices and everything was cheap and I could drink the same thing whenever I wanted without having to worry about prices. Probably night cider, but you can't get it in Ireland. You can only get it in Northern Ireland or the UK. Night cider, probably. There used to be a really good cider that I loved. I think no, I think that's better. It's a South African one. It was called Savannah cider or something, but I haven't seen it around. I don't think they were making enough sales. I think they tried selling it in Ireland, but they weren't making enough sales or something. But it was imported from South Africa. It was great. But I remember one time like being arrested, being drunk in public, and then just like trying to ring the bell to ask the officers to come and bring some water because you're thirsty as fuck, and nobody's answering, and a guard ignores you, like a police officer ignores you. The hatch in the cell door is open. I put my hand through to go, hey, can I get some water? Policeman comes by and just fucking says, take your hand out, and slams the fucking hatch down. And my nail was literally fucking hanging off. And there was fucking blood in the fucking cell. And I fucking made a report. I reported it, and nothing happened. That's the problem. They get away with way too much. And that's why I totally lost respect for the police. Like as a child growing up, I just thought they were just people that were just stopping baddies from robbing and causing problems in society. That's what they're meant to be there for. But like now, I've just completely just changed my mind. Like I don't like any of them, to be honest with you. As every story, they should be have common decency. You should be able to drink water without experiencing violence. I know it's disgusting. I know. My favorite song to react to it is Sober Strong. Message retracted. Okay, your message just disappeared while I was reading it. I don't know why. Take care. Is Budweiser still around? Yeah, it is still around. You can get it here. I was even told by another cop before, well, I done the same thing, ignoring me, not listening, put my hand through, and he says, take your hands out of that or I'll break your fingers. What's the point even answering that? Like, what's the point even responding to that? He only wants a reaction. He's a bully. That's what he wants. He wants a reaction. But he still got me the water though, even though he said that. And then straight away after the water, I got released back. I got let go, and I didn't even like his colleague, which is like his other partner, didn't even know what happened. He was giving me like my keys, my phone, my wallet. I wasn't gonna say, "Oh, your partner's a dickhead. He's after threatening me," because then they'll say, "Oh, I don't know anything about it. I wasn't there." You know, that's what they say. There's no even point. Like, there's no even point answering them back. But a lot of them just are absolute bullies, and they shouldn't be in that job, and they're not there for the right reasons. Like, they're not there to actually help and serve and protect and actually be the best person they can be. I mean, I understand if someone is beating the shit out of you and you're police, or someone spat on you and is saying horrific things like fuck your mother and is absolutely abusing you and it's unprovoked. You know, I'd understand if you'd restrain them and use a bit of heavy force. Yeah, like I don't mean punching, but like kind of like get down on the ground. I can understand that, but I just think like just assaulting, abusing people just because you can. I think it's absolute like just disgusting, and there's no excuse for it whatsoever. I thought you liked to be a vodka and Red Bull type guy. I mean, I like that too, but I prefer cider. It's just the reason why I buy vodka mainly here is because all the ciders is really overpriced, and there's not many like 6% strong ones because a lot of the companies have reduced their alcohol content to save money on tax. I used to, when cider was cheap before the government put in the heavy taxes, I used to just drink mainly cider. I never really drank spirits much. But when I'm in Northern Ireland, I don't even go near spirits. I just drink cider. When I'm in Dublin, I just drink spirits. But so much caffeine sometimes that I think it lead to aggression. Yeah, some of the best live streams have been when you're sober. That's my opinion. Yeah. I met my favorite Sean to react with Only Sober song because you can hold a conversation so much better. You're smarter, funnier when you're off the drink. Yeah, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. I hope you get to visit your sister Jen in London soon. Will you see her in Birmingham? She was telling me to cancel Birmingham and to like go see her in London, but I didn't do that. I kind of want to be alone, and I want to meet Demi and see what she's all about. But maybe I'll make a separate trip in London. But my mother texted me today saying your drinking is out of hand. You gotta stop. It's getting too much. But I'm kind of stuck in a bubble here. Like there's things I can't change. I think I need a fresh start. I need to meet a lovely woman. You know, I need to find a better place to live. I need to help each other grow. You know, help each other grow and look after one another. There's nothing for me in this place. No, she doesn't watch the streams. She doesn't even go on YouTube. Banana, liquor. No, it's the best taste in vodka ever. It's yellow. I've never had it, bro. I was in other parts of Spain, but I was never in Tenerife. Jenny simply drink every law. I should be strong and healthy. I can hear the landlord now, like slamming doors, like, and now he's talking. But I mean, like, it's like that's another thing. It fucking sucks. Like I'm right above his head, and like every movement, He can fuck, if you fart, you'll hear you. If you fucking sneeze, you fucking hear you. Like, it's fucking crazy shit. That's why I'm outside most of the time on the live, you know. But you can't really stop people from talking, like. Yeah, bro. I need to make a change, bro. There's so much going on though with probation, the job agency, and court, and signing on at the Garda station every week, and you know, meeting the mental health group. Like, and if I don't engage with these services, like, the judge might get pissed off and send me back to prison. I'm not even a bad person. I never really done terrible things. I was just like in pain myself and stealing drink and shit, getting into fights and being forgetful because you're always drunk and you miss court dates and stuff. You know, your man from what's his name from with the Confederate flag. He has a serious problem with drinking. But like, I mean, he is a nice guy to me, but I just think they're so used to that environment and they don't leave the countryside, or they don't know any better. Like, that's probably what his father was like, and his father, and his father, and his father. But they need to travel, they need to learn, they need to get more educated. But you can't change people, bro. He said to me one day, "What do you think of slavery?" And I said, "I think it's awful." You know, I said, I do think that like countries should, like Ireland, should preserve their culture and not have mass uncontrolled emigration. They should definitely preserve their culture and have emigration slow down, and Irish people should be having more kids. But I think slavery is just absolutely awful. Like, imagine if you're born black, you've never done anything wrong, you never harmed anybody, and you're being treated like absolute dirt because of your skin. And he says, "I agree with you, brother." That's what he said, you know. But sometimes I heard him say the N word, so, you know, I just don't know what his problem is. I don't know what his problem is, bro. I just was afraid to, like, if I block him, then he'll find another phone number and he'll say, and he make me feel guilty. He'll say, "Why'd you block me?" And then he starts crying and saying, "Bro, you're my feelings, bro. I was trying to be your brother. I was only talking to you because I have Irish roots and you do and stuff." When do you have this use over next, or did you already see them recently? Well, I'm taking a break for 2 weeks, so probably next week. I'm getting about and you keep making more friends. Yeah, bro. Fit the girls will come flocking to you. Seen it happen. I know, if you had the six pack and everything. Yeah, that's awkward. I'm not you could to the N word. Yeah, human help. I think you might be black, right? Because I remember you said hello and then you put like an emoji with a black hand, you know, so I was assuming you're probably trying to express yourself. That's when I kind of picked up on it, bro. I wonder who even created the N word. Like, what, like, I wonder who even created it. Like, I know it's a racial slur, but like, before it was a racial slur, what did it even mean? You know? And then there's another one that's like, it's not spelled Nigger, it's spelled Negro. It's like what Spanish people say. I don't know what the difference is. They're definitely not all like that, especially in character at the beginning. It's good to inside are like they're definitely not all like that, especially one that live in the city. Is it a bad word? Negro? Is it? Is it an offensive word? Can I get into trouble for saying that? I think I have an addiction to drinking Coke. Yeah, I've tried Lidl's one, the Freeway Cola. It's pretty good. It's very good for the price, but it's not as good as Coke. You can never beat the real Coke. I've tried the Aldi one, good for price, but I think the Lidl one beats it. The Aldi one is okay. I've tried the Tesco one, and it's really cheap, but it's terrible. It's shit. So the little Aldi and the Tesco one, I would say the little one for the knockoffs, the little one beats. But of course, the real Coca Cola is the best, but it can be expensive, basically. That's crazy dipping Brennan's bread into Coke and eating it. Wow. I've never heard of someone even calling Asians Oriental. I've never heard of that. But I have heard of some racial slurs like CHINCK, or sometimes they add a Y to it. I'm not going to say it because I know nobody's Asian here, but you never know. Someone could be watching and not commenting or just happen to join. But I know there's like a racist one for white people. And I'm going to say it because, I mean, I am white, so I can say it. Cracker, did you ever hear of cracker? It's not a thing people say in Ireland, but I know it's an American thing. But again, I don't know who came up with it. You know, tried Coke with white bread. I don't think I'd want to try it. Maybe for the stream one day, but all my bread is frozen right now. It's always better, 100%. In the milkshake, wow. I've heard people doing that a lot. Human help, but what do you think of like me saying I think we shouldn't have mass emigration in countries like Ireland, especially small countries should preserve their culture. Like the British should preserve the white British culture. The Irish should preserve the white Irish native culture. You know, just like South Africa, the blacks, they should have preserved the black African culture. Like if you want to see white people, you can go to Europe to see that. Just like the Native Americans should have preserved it originally, just like the Aborigines in Australia should have reserved it originally. Like, what do you think of me saying that if emigration is out of control and you have everyone from everywhere, what's the point of even visiting a country? If I want to go to, if I want to see Africans, I'll travel to Africa. You know, if I want to see Europeans, I'll go to Europe. If I want to go to China, I want to see Chinese. You know, I don't want to go to these countries and see everyone from everywhere. You know, or maybe you can have some places like some little villages that are multicultural, but you can't have everywhere mixed. You know, you have to keep some places like, I'm not saying all white or all black, but majority black, majority white, majority Asian. Like you can't let immigration be out of control and then, your country's gone and there's no going back to Britain or Ireland or, you know what I mean? Cracker Unky or some sort of stories for white people. They're said with they're said with hate and all that much. The power of the N word. Yeah, plus it's kind of funny. Which words are kind of funny? Doesn't let in too many. No, Japan doesn't. I know that about them. Hard for us in the USA directly. You Sean over. Yeah, but America's different. America is huge. America was built on immigration. Like Ireland is a small country and we've never really had a multicultural society, so we're happy the way we are. We don't want to change, but unfortunately our government is pushing and pushing and doing what they want and not really, going and listening to the benefits of what the Irish people want. You got your opinions, yeah. Like, put it this way, if everywhere was multicultural and everyone looked the same and you couldn't tell where anyone is from and every single country all over the world was mixed, what would be the point in even traveling? You go to other countries to experience cultures, what would be the point of even traveling? That's my argument. Yeah, you cannot fit everyone in Ireland, it's limited, exactly. Get one. I'm a Brit, bro. That's true, yeah. Cracker and honky are two words that are always starts with white people, from my view. Any word can sort this or it's used with hate. But I think London is gone, Birmingham is gone, Paris is gone, Brussels and Belgium is gone. Another thing as well, they seem to want to put diversity into every white country, but they won't put it in African countries. They won't put it in a. It's always the white countries that have to have it, if that makes sense. And I think that's because everyone wants to move to Europe. They think it's the land of the great. You don't see hordes of people moving to Africa or moving to Asia. It's the opposite. It's hordes of people coming to white countries. Probably because better job opportunities and stuff, and some people milking the system. Some people coming to better themselves. Because I mean, if you can work as a nurse in Ireland versus in Asia, and you can make like 5 times the amount of money, of course you're going to go to Ireland if you have the opportunity. Then you can go back to your home country and you can build a house, and you can get a house much quicker than it would take. Like you could have to work 20 years in the Philippines maybe to afford to buy a house. You work the same job, you come to Ireland, you get it in 5 years. Do you know what I mean? It's just about using your intelligence. When I went to school in London, I thought you were from America though. Why would you go to school in London? Folks, different drink in India. It's in their lifestyle sometimes than the white people. Yeah, bro. I don't know, like if I'm in, let's say, Dublin City and it's really, really diverse and there's more migrants than Irish, I don't like that. I don't feel good about that. I feel like our culture is being taken away, it's being eroded, we're being invaded, we're being genocided, we're being wiped out. Um, when I'm in a majority Irish area, I'm happier. Um, but like it's nice to have a couple people from other places too. But when I say a couple, I mean a couple. I don't mean billions and billions. Cat Bombaclat. What's he talking about? Look, people in South Africa said, you know, I wish South Africa was mainly black. I don't feel like I'm in Africa anymore. I feel like I'm in Europe. There's too many white people. You know, I wouldn't say that's racist. I'd say you're entitled to your opinion. But if they were to like treat us bad because of our skin color and refuse us jobs or refuse us opportunities, then I would consider that racist. If that makes sense. So it's not like anyone is being targeted from a specific race. I just think it's just my opinion. But human help, how would you feel if everywhere, Africa, Asia, Europe, America, South America, Muslim countries, if every country was just mixed and there was people from all over everywhere and nowhere had its identity, everyone was just from everywhere, and there was brown, there was white, there was black people that are like Blasian. Did you ever hear of that, where they're like half Asian, half black? Like, what if you just had everything and everywhere all over the place? How would you feel about that? I wouldn't like it, because I'd be like, what would be the point in even traveling? What's the point of traveling to experience different cultures when everything is all confusing? That's how I would see it, bro. Opinions are valid. I would love that. Nobody said anything about being racist. I'm just saying sins that the fathers are repaid by the sons. Do you watch American movies? You mean American or Native American, though? Question for you, Sean. I want to know. By question for you, Sean. I want to know the private agriculture. So it's a gentle question. Yeah, what is the question, bro? Oh, do you listen to American music? I mean, listen to Juice WRLD. I listen to YNW Melly. You know, XXXTentacion. That's American. No, what my... That's a silly thing to say, though, human help. You said, but I mean, if you want to preserve Irish culture, why would you listen to other cultures' music? That's a silly thing to say, and it doesn't really make any sense. I think you can listen to other cultures' music, you can listen to other places, but if people are emigrating to all different places in hordes, like billions and billions, you're not preserving culture. But listening to someone else's culture on a music video is a completely separate thing. I don't think it makes sense what you're saying. No disrespect to you, bro. I mean, it's just American culture is telling Irish culture to give it more attention. I mean, I bother it like that. Everyone listens to different cultures' music. Do you know, I'm going to tell you guys a story, right? I used to have a girlfriend when I was 18 from Nigeria, and she was 18, she was black, you know. And I said, you know, what do you think of you going out with a white person like me? And then she says, you know, I don't mind, you know, you're a nice person, I like you. What would you think if we had kids in the future and our kids were mixed race? Would you mind? Like, do you like that? Is it good? Is it bad for you? She says, I don't mind, but I think if everybody was to do it, I think we would destroy cultures. Like, you know, I said, what do you mean? She says, you know, like, we need to have black people, you know, stuff like that. Like proper black, like actual African black, not half black mixed. So that's what she said, you know, and I totally get that, where she's coming from. If everybody was to do it, it would change cultures, like, you know. Yeah, Rascal, I didn't like what he was saying, bro. That's why I ended it, bro. And then he was trying to make me feel guilty and saying that I betrayed him, and I'm like, what do you mean betrayed, bro? You can't be saying this kind of stuff on live. Don't worry, I don't feel disrespected. I think it's maturity to have somebody. Yeah, from a few mixed people, they say they don't feel welcomed to each side. Really, I believe that. She didn't mind diversity then. See, again, Bombaclat, that's a silly thing to say. I don't agree, no disrespect. I mean, if me going out with a Nigerian girl, fine. But if there was a billion Seans in Ireland only dating Nigerian girls and not having kids with their own, eventually Ireland would become unrecognizable. Like, you wouldn't know Ireland for, the white people. You just wouldn't know where you are. Imagine going to China and everybody's black or everybody's white. I'd be like, what the hell? What did he put in my tea? Am I dreaming? Is this real? I would usually laugh, but I don't want to annoy the landlord. My laughing is pretty loud. I don't. Okay, but I can't be a Jamaican. I'm a white guy. I can't be a Jamaican. Only a black person can be a Jamaican. That's what I mean. Human help. I can't be Chinese. I can never be Chinese. I might be born in China. My parents could move over there and have me there, and I could be still white, but I'm never Chinese. I might be a Chinese citizen, but I'm not Chinese. I'm European. I'm white. Even in America, there are dozens of small different. Yeah. Yeah. See, I don't know. I respect you guys and stuff, and I really like you guys, and I really appreciate you guys, but I just don't really get where you guys are coming from. You just think differently. You just think differently, like. If you were born in China and you speak Chinese and you were in Chinese culture, then it's fair to say you were Chinese. Your parents are born in a different country. See, that's the thing where I don't really agree. Like, I mean, but then again, I do understand where you're coming from too. I mean, your answer is correct. It's also incorrect. Um, you could say I'm not native Chinese. I'm a Chinese citizen, but I'm not a native Chinese. My family comes from Europe. You know, does that make sense? I'm interested what this guy said. What do you think about Jews? No opinion, bro. There's not enough in Ireland to know. I've never really met one. I don't have an opinion. But look, I respect you, bro. You know. So if I'm born in China, I speak Chinese. I haven't lived in Europe, but my parents are Irish. Let's just say I'm Chinese. But can you say like I don't look Chinese though? Can you say I'm Chinese but I don't look Chinese? Smart answer. Yeah. But there's a YouTuber, O Sahar TV or something. I think he might be a Jew. He's from Israel, and he seems like a really nice person. But personally, I've never met any, so I don't really want to say anything. I consider myself English. My parents born here. All okay, yeah, bro. Mutz. What does he mean? Wow. So you ignore my comment because you don't want to discuss a different point of view? Ah. Knowledge speaks knowledge. I probably didn't see your comment, bro. I probably didn't see it. I wouldn't ignore your comment. Let me have a look, bro. I never ignore anyone's comments. It's not silly. You are being silly. If you really want to discuss, read what I type next. So you didn't mind diversity then. I've already answered that, bro. To be fair, the best musicians are all Irish. I don't agree, but you can agree. I hate religions. That's your opinion, bro. See, I've read everything, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Jesus, bro. How are you doing? Good, bro. Look, I suppose mixing is meant to happen, even if us guys didn't invent planes and immigration. Like, people can build boats, like the Stone Age people, the Vikings. Like, you can build boats, you know, and you can go from Ireland to the UK and then to France and keep traveling and then end up in fucking Turkey or something and then have mixed race kids and then like it's gonna happen at some point. It's just called the world changing, right? You didn't read my name, bro. It belongs to no one. Come and see you. Well, YouTube probably didn't allow it because I don't see it there. Because that comment seems, you know, to some people that might not be appropriate. So I would say YouTube just blocked it. That's what YouTube does. YouTube is very sensitive. Oh, it was all good. I had a nice walk. Everything was good. How about you? You up the rebels? Can I ask you a question? It might be personal. But Shahi Mikel, I don't know how to pronounce it, but are you married? My day was pretty good. That's good to know. That's true, brother. That's true. I agree with that. I mean, love is love, right? You're saying yes. Yeah, you do. I joined your stream this morning and you're at work. What's up, Sean? Not much, bro. How are you? What did you get in the off license the other day, bro? What cans did you get? Do you remember when you went off and you came back and I was gone? I got a bottle of tequila. Really? Is that your favorite drink? What brand of tequila? I don't really know much about brands of tequila, but I know like vodka, Smirnoff Absolute, and then like gin, London Dry Gin, Cork Dry Gin. Look at people who, the most respected, those who are hard workers and better work hard, then you earn respect. Yeah. I'll drink, to be honest. Do you mix it? Design where there used to be like a chandelier, probably because like, these are old Georgian houses, but it looks like the chandelier is not there anymore. But I get the same question all the time, but I don't mind answering you. Is it easy to drink it straight? Because I know like Hennessy is kind of easy to drink straight, but vodka can be quite harsh. Depends on the spirit. Whiskey like Jameson can be easy to drink straight, but gin, vodka can be very harsh. But I don't really know a lot about tequila. I think I had it once in Weatherspoons. This Mexican guy bought a few shots and gave me a shot while I was drunk. And I can't remember because it was so long ago if it was easy to drink straight or not. It's like drinking petrol, for fuck's sake. The landlord guy is getting bothered by me on the stream. I'm gonna have to probably go off soon. It sucks, doesn't it? Everyone should have pride for contributing to society. So functionally prosperous. What if someone says I just don't like work, I just want to stay at home? I'm happy to just play PlayStation and just wank off. What if someone said that? I don't see a problem in that sometimes, you know. But don't worry, that's not me. I'm looking for a job. Not even being that loud, I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Those Apple AirPods so you could talk in soft voice. You could hear you clearly. I have JBL headphones, will that do the job? Like I notice when you're talking on the phone, like you'll start like hear him close doors and stuff, and then you're thinking, is he annoyed with me talking? But I mean, like it's just part and parcel of just being in a paper thin building. I mean, just get fucking used to it. Like, don't be a bitch slamming doors. I mean, I think 11 to talk is like, it should be fair at the max, you know? Like most of the day I was outside on the stream, so it's not like I was doing it all day. They've earned their way. Yeah, that's true. Someone said he doesn't want to work as a problem. I think it should be his choice. Why should we have to be modern day slaves? You know? Sometimes I think like different things, different ways. Working sucks sometimes. Staying at home and lying in bed and getting up whenever you want sometimes is awesome. But then it can have its problems as well. If you don't find a hobby or something you want to do, you can become depressed. You don't have that much money if you want to travel or save, and you've limited options. So, do you know what I mean? You could say something about everything. Yeah, and if he knows that I do be talking on the phone, when I asked him to move room, why didn't he let me move room when that one room 4 was empty? Why wasn't I just allowed to move room? Why did he not answer the text? So if he wants to bitch and slam doors, I mean it's his fault. I mean there was an opportunity for me to move room when someone moved out, and he didn't answer my text. So fuck him. Yeah, I agree with you, Shani. It's crazy. Like, you understand? Bad as a TV. I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, what if you want to listen to a TV till 12 a.m.? I mean, it's your fucking room. Like, definitely have to get there to work. Where in America are you from, Shani? If you don't mind me asking. Well, you should look. I agree with Max in that way as well. I mean, you can work and be a fucking scumbag. You know, you could be a fucking child molester. You could be fucking a murderer. You could be fucking anything. You could not work and be the kindest soul ever. So, but I get where human help is coming from as well. You know, you can say anything about everything. Like, I wouldn't just say, "Oh, that's the only right answer." Every answer is right. Everything has its pros and cons. Everything has its truths. 100%, yeah. I said this, your work is being occupied, I think. You're on a job. Checking the only poor people have to work for that. Fly to Italy for lunch, go skiing. New York. I had a feeling for New York because I had a Polish friend that grew up in New York most of his life and lived in Dublin, and he kind of sounded similar to you. So yeah, I had a feeling New York, but I didn't know for certain. You give me that New York vibe. Like some people say, hey, that guy doesn't work, he's a lazy bum. No, maybe he's just not stuck in the matrix. You know, maybe he's just fucking happy doing his own shit. Maybe he's happy not working. Oh, but he's gonna have limited opportunity, he's not gonna be able to travel. Maybe he doesn't want to travel. Maybe he's happy to wank off and stay at home. I think it's all about perspective. And be you. Who's that? He sounds foreign. He sounds like Italian or something, is he? Or Greek? That kind of reminds me of Donald Trump's son. Like, he's just born into richness and wealth. And I mean, his dad owns real estate and has Donald Trump merchandise. There's a website where you can buy merchandise. Like, he has billions and billions and billions. Like his son will never have to work. Like Donald Trump's gonna be dead in the next couple of years anyways, you know, and he's gonna inherit like billions. Like it's crazy. You could say the same about the royal family as well. People that are born into the royal family. In India, you know. It's coughing now. His watch collection alone is in the billions. Sorry, guys, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to be quiet. You know why, guys. You know why. I'm still reading the comments in my head. I'm just not reading them out loud now. Okay, maybe I was wrong then, Shani, about Donald Trump's kids. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. Who? Who doesn't work? Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, some rich people, yeah, but some of it is just generational wealth, inheritance money as well. It just depends. I don't know about the weather. I haven't checked, bro. Sean Tucker's friends I work with a lot of wealthy people. Or maybe given more opportunities in life, you know? Maybe they were given more opportunities. But a lot of rich people, I don't know about over there, but a lot of rich people over here, their parents are rich and their parents and their parents are rich. I've been around some rich people in Ireland, but not mega wealthy. Like someone that went to my college in Sandymount, where his dad had a Range Rover, his mother has a Range Rover, has a big house in Foxrock. There's people from everywhere in that college in Sandymount. There was people from Blanchardstown, there was people from Finglas, people from fucking Cabinteely, people from Foxrock. You got all sorts there. Big, huge fucking house. Like every room has an ensuite, bath, shower, toilet, big TV, big spacious room, huge bed, mansion, like big huge space in the living room, kitchen, big huge garden. The house is worth at least like a million and a half, 2 million. Brush right million house. I'm not born it though. The Scrooge, fuck. It's ice out, yeah. So it's true. I wouldn't say like for me I came from poverty. I definitely didn't come from richness, but I definitely wasn't broke or poor either. I did grow up in nice areas, but I didn't have a functioning family, if that makes sense. Like an alcoholic, like abusive, neglecting father that shouldn't even have had kids, and that obviously affected me growing up. My mother was too trusting, like she trusted him too much with me and my sister. I should have never been around him. My mother was too soft. Sometimes I say stupid. And if I would have had a normal functioning dad, I think I would be a lot more successful than I was now because I have a lot of childhood trauma. That doesn't mean that I can't do anything. I mean, I've just been held back, but healing takes time. But now all these things have come back to bite me in the ass because now housing is like hard to sort out. Now fucking jobs is hard, but there's still opportunities out there. You're still young, you can make it. But a lot of stuff I don't want to talk about on the live. So with that shot, no, it's okay. Communications. Like you can come from a nice background, but still have a fucking terrible father that doesn't feed you, that fucking hits you, that fucking drinks, that leaves you, fucks off in the pub and leaves you there starving. And then your mother's away working, and he's looking after you for the next few days, and that's gonna affect you when you grow up and affect your life. Like, you know, even if you didn't grow up in a council estate. I don't know why my mother didn't go to college though and become something's really successful and get a really good high paying job. I mean, she grew up in a nice area, like she didn't have an abusive father or mother. She had all those opportunities. Why didn't she grab them? Like, why did she work as a waiter most of her life? I'm not judging her. Why didn't she own her own house? Why did she not have a family home I can go into? Why did she not get a council flat for herself at the bare minimum? while people from other parts of the world can seem to do it. I mean, she's Irish, why couldn't she? Being a waiter, but now she looks after people with disabilities, which sometimes pisses me off because, like, your own son can't even live with you. You don't even have a home of your own, but yet you're looking after strangers' fucking kids, other people's kids. Wasn't a thing here at the time, shop for women to get those jobs. Why is that, bro? That's wealth. Well, I consider that rich. Even if your house is worth 1 or 2 million, you're fucking rich. But there's different aspects of rich. When you're talking about rich, you mean Donald Trump type of rich. Being 5 years old and the first day my dad got out of prison. And he got arrested. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Sean, respect your privacy. I hope you get this year. Counselor, therapist, yeah. Sorry about that, Sean, it's okay. Need power. There's power in your communications. H. Bought business of a widow. Owned it. Spent €25,000 on the business. Billion less than 10 years later. That's messed up, girl. Because society was different back then. I don't think it matters what you do for work. Respect for some job. Being was held down by the church. Men weren't there in pubs. My mother was young. Wow. Did a smoke. They couldn't go to the bar. What's the smoke, bro? I mean, my dad still lives in my mother's house. Or not my mother's house, sorry, in his mother's house. I mean, it's a nice, warm insulated home. It's not huge, but, you know, it has 3 bedrooms. The back garden is not small, but not, well, it is small, but not too small. The front garden is medium, like, I mean, it's a nice place, but why would you want to live with someone that fucking destroyed your life, that put you through so much pain, and then lied through his fucking teeth, and tried to say that me and my mother were lying, we were making all this up, that he did A, B, and C. He said to the police, oh, we're making all this up. I don't want to go into it too much, but there was never any sorry out of him. He was an evil man. Why would you want to live with somebody like that? Always trying to start arguments, always in denial, blaming me for everything, taking his anger out on you, being a bully. He definitely was mentally unwell and was an alcoholic. And I think he probably had autism as well. He gave me autistic vibes, you know, and he was in denial. Like, he was definitely not normal in the head, very mentally unwell. I said to my mother, why did you marry someone like that? It was clear he wasn't normal in the head. Oh, he wasn't like that when I met him. Okay, well, why did you send me to him on the weekend every week if you knew he was a bad father? Oh, I didn't know that he was hitting you. I didn't know that he was starving you. Yeah, well, I told you he was. I used to go out and give out to him in the car. Yeah, but every time you give out to him, I'd come back the next week and say he's still doing the same thing, he's not listening. Oh, because I had nobody to mind you. I had to go to work. I said, fuck the work. What about me? Oh, but I had to go to work. Why didn't you get a minder? Oh, I couldn't. They were too expensive. Okay, so then just keep sending your son back to your, you know, to his father to be abused again and again and again while you're working. Fucking disgrace. Let me read the comments now. Bar. Pubs when I was younger. Why am I always mentioning negative things? I need to stop mentioning my past. I need to start mentioning positive things. Stop dwelling on it. I'm getting too caught up in the negative shit. I've noticed that with myself the last few days. So it was different back then. What does we do for work? Respect her for working a restaurant job. It's not easy. Retirement. I agree, human help. But it wasn't enough to pay for a fucking home or to get a mortgage or to pay a mortgage off. Like, you know, like I don't even have a proper home my own. Like it's affected me now. I wish he had a home I could go visit. My parents were still, no, they're not still together. They're not still together. They separated when I was 2. Dad was off somewhere else to be here. I don't know if he's sober. I haven't spoke to him since I'm 17. And I doubt he is. There could be sexual lives. It's the best. Yeah, I believe you. New York girl, I believe you. I say New York girl because I don't know how to pronounce your name properly. My granny was the same, Sean. Dad battered her all life and drank all his life, and she never left him. Sorry to hear that, bro. And that's crazy. She never left him. Saint my father. Fucking saint in public. It's so fucking fake. You know, I'd be pushing the trolley in Duns, and he'd be like, I'll move the trolley out of the way. There's a woman coming. The woman's like, thank you. And then when you go behind closed doors, he's fucking hitting you. He's fucking starving you. You know, even more shit I don't want to get into, but he was a fake fuck. I hate people like that. I want to protect your peace. So much drama, yeah. It's a catch-22, seeing if it didn't work. Take away from her. Probably would have been better off in care. Probably at least I'd know I wouldn't be abused, and then meet my mother on the weekends. Probably would have been better. If she couldn't get a carer to mind me, my father was abusive, she couldn't replace him, I probably would have been better off in care. At least I wouldn't be fucking abused and I'd be treated better. Sean, negative thoughts attract more negative thoughts. Yeah, my friend David said you look like a guy used to work with in KFC. His name was Sean. Oh, that's cool, bro. Did you ever work in KFC? He said. No, bro, but I worked at McDonald's and I worked in Subway. I never worked in KFC, bro. Did your father's parents treat you well? Nice night. Yeah, she was from England, bro. Her mother was from Ireland, but her dad was from England. She grew up in, I'm trying to think of the place in England. I think Lincolnshire, and where else in England? I can't think of the name. If somebody said it, it would remind me. I think London too. She had a very English accent, but she could get grumpy sometimes, but she was a very nice person though. But she gave birth to a fucking piece of shit. Unfortunately, like that's the thing about humans. Humans can be very mentally unwell, very evil, cause a lot of fucking damage. That's why, you know, we don't deserve animals sometimes, you know, like dogs are our best friend. Message retracted, whatever that means. Did your father's parents treat you well? Yeah, all that shit, Sean. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. With their father's parents? Who? Who's there? Or another thing I was just thinking now, like if my father was very abusive and stuff, like my mother could have contacted her sister and she could have said, look, I'm trying to work, I need to make money, you know, but my my husband that I left, Sean's dad, is such a bad father. It's going to affect him when he grows up. It's going to really have an impact on him when he grows up. Could he live with you? You know. But I don't know, they work too, so. But like, if you can't afford a childminder and you know that your son is in danger with, you know, his father, there should be like free state paid childminders, or like subsidized for people that can't really afford it. You're almost to 400 subscribers. It's great to know, bro. Are you strangled for all? What do you mean? Close to any other family? My mother and my sister in London, and that's it. My dad, no. My other sister, no. Me and my sister and my dad, we don't speak at all anymore. I think it's good you're talking about stuff. I think it would be better if you found someone you could talk to and he could guide you. It's good to talk. It's very good to talk. Yeah, that's true. Means he deleted his comments. Oh. No, it's somebody that's, he has crossed eyes, and like, I think he has a disability. He looks like he does. He's after coming in because I've seen him vaping sometimes, and he doesn't vape in the building. He's like very respectful. But like, I vape in my room. I don't care if I was to vape. It doesn't set off the alarm. But I've seen him going out the front, and he's very loud at the door. The door is very heavy, and he doesn't close it gently. He's very clumsy. But that's just another resident. I can hear him talking in the hall to someone now. Be nice to you, I wish your older sister would come around and be nice to you. She comes now and again to Dublin to visit, but she's mostly over in England all the time. It's not TV, it's a person talking. Clear. They much more louder. Yeah. I can hear him clearly, yeah. The live stream, that's true. He's a guy that was very fucking chatty. He'll stand there all day, you know, those types of people. He seen me yesterday and he started talking to me, and he'll just stand there all day. He'll just keep on talking. The only way to get rid of him is to say, look, I'll talk to you later. And he's like, okay, no problem, bye. You know, those kind of people, they're just very chatty. He's like that. I can hear somebody out with the bins, moving the bins as well out in the front. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I hate that. Yeah. So do I, bro. That's what the guy from Georgia with the Confederate flag is like. He'll just keep on talking and talking and talking and talking. Just won't stop. He'll talk all day. He's not there at the moment. I think he got pissed off by the Polish fella. The Polish fella, one of my neighbours, he's a scumbag. He's very fake. He's very fake. Like, he's doing illegal activity. I'm not gonna say what he's doing, but he's paranoid, thinking people are guards and stuff in the area.
And then like he'll confront me, who's this person? And he was saying, who's Norman? I was saying, oh, he's a fella that's homeless. Like, I was in a hostel with him before. And he's like, you fucking liar. You lie me. How does he have a 50,000 grand camper, but he's fucking homeless? I said, look, it's none of your business, it's none of my business. You shouldn't be asking. I said, you know, maybe he had savings, or maybe his parents got it for him because he comes from a wealthy family. You know, it's none of my business. And then like the same day, Norman was like, how are you? I said, I'm a bit pissed off, to be honest. I said, the Polish fella was fucking roaring at me, calling me a liar. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm feeling good. And then he seen the Polish fella happen to be walking by. He was like, don't you fucking be shouting at him, fucking asking him, you know, my business, and then calling him a liar and all. You know, if you're paranoid about me, it's your fucking problem. And he's like, oh, no, no, it's all good. I think you don't understand me. You know, I tried to be nice to Sean. I tried to get him a car washing job, and he'll twist things and everything. And now the Polish fella's not talking to me. I went and said hello to him the other day because I don't want to stoop down his level. He just fucking ignored me. But good, I don't want to talk to him anymore. I think he's annoyed because Norman got pissed off and then like wouldn't give him a job to clean his van, because I remember he agreed to like let the Polish fella clean his van and pay him. But I think after the Polish fella like getting real aggressive and shouting at me, I think he doesn't want him to do the work anymore. But that's his own fault. He doesn't want to take responsibility for anything. Make you paranoid, yeah. Yes, he is right. Fuck him. But I think that. But I think it's illegal to vape inside. I don't know, bro. Was it? I mean, if you're in a if you're in a like a restaurant, I think it is. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna head off in 5 minutes, guys. Yeah, but fucking kids, like, they get on the fucking bus all the time. They get on the Lewis. They get on the fucking train, and they're there fucking vaping. Like, you know what I mean? And they don't give a fuck. Like, it's fucked up. Like, sure, I was on the fucking the Dart the other day, and there was travelers, like a fully grown man and a woman vaping, and no one says anything to them because they're afraid. Because like, you know what will happen? They'll be like, mind your own fucking business. You fucking, you want to get battered, do you? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's just better off to say nothing, but it's pure fucking ignorant and pure rude of them. You know what I mean? They think they can just do what they fucking want, like, and no one will say anything to them. Like, even though the smell goes away quickly and it's not as harmful as cigarettes, like, people are still breathing in your chemicals, your shit. You know what I mean? It's fucking pure ignorant, like, but not vapes. I mean, I've done it a couple times when I was drunk and all, but there's people that are just doing it all the time when they're fucking sober. I've done it a couple times on the top of the bus when there was no one on the top of the bus. You know, I'm no angel, but some people just think they can do it all the time whenever they like. I hope you all have a wonderful night. You too, bro. Or why am I saying bro? Sorry, Lolly. You made it. I'm a change, man. Yeah, at least you can see that, bro. That's great. I understand a teenager doing it. Like, I know they're little shits. Like, they're young. You know, they can learn from it. But the fucking fully grown traveler man and woman, like in their 40s and 50s, like, that's just like not on, like, in front of their fucking kids. Like, great example for their kids. Like, it's actually embarrassing. Do you ever hear someone say, I'm scarlet for you, bro? Like, I'm actually scarlet for them, bro. They just don't give a fuck, do they, bro? They just do what they want. They're mad cunts. Bro, I seen that before, and I was with my friend, and he went fucking mad at them. He was like, "Never heard that saying?" Yeah, it's an Irish thing. It means I'm embarrassed for you. I'm actually embarrassed for you. I've seen people smoking crack on the Lewis. Yeah, I seen that as well, bro. My friend went mad and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing smoking fucking crack on the fucking Lewis?" "Oh, I'm sorry, man." He was, "You're not fucking sorry. Get the fuck off." My mate went mad. It's insane, bro. Bro, there's a video that went viral on YouTube, and then there was this culty fella. It was like, he sounded like he was from Limerick or something. He's like, "What are you doing smoking crack on the Lewis and there's kids on the fucking Lewis, you fucking scumbag?" And then he takes out a hammer and he's like, "Don't ever smoke again on the Lewis." And the fella's like, "Ah, right, relax, relax." And then he hit him, he hit the fella that was smoking crack on the Lewis in the fucking, in the kneecap with a hammer. And he says, "Ah." He says, "Don't ever fucking smoke on the fucking Lewis again, do you hear me? There's fucking kids on the Lewis now." It was crazy, bro. And people in the comments were saying, "That will teach him." And laughing, bro. It seemed like a workman that was working in Dublin, bro, doing construction or something, that happened to have like a hammer on him, bro. The mother of my friend's child is smoking. He's on the kid. Smoking it, oh, the crack. It's a very addictive drug, bro. I think it's worse than anything else out there. Them culties don't mess around. Do you think so, bro? Usually it's the Dublin people. The Dublin people can be like, especially from the Bond and the flats, like, can be rough as fuck. Like if you don't bother them, they won't bother you. But if you fucking do something wrong or you get on your nerves, like, some of them don't show any mercy, bro. Like, it's not like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you know, I won't do it again. Okay, no problem." Like, some of these people from Dublin, like, this was no sorry. Like, sorry doesn't mean shit. Like, if you fuck up, you'll get battered. Like, usually I think it's the some of the Dublin people that are like that, bro. But you're telling me the culties. I don't know too much about them, but I did see a video during the field protests of a culty trying to threaten another culty with a fucking a fork pitch, and he says, "Don't ever put that in my fucking face again. Take that off, you bastard, you." And he grabs the pitchfork off him, and like, he was not fucking backing down, that culty, bro. Get a bit of mullet from Offaly, them boys I used to work with. They're hard as nails. Are they, bro? I didn't know that. Same in Dublin as well. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's hitting Dublin hard. I saw that video. Oh, with the pitchfork, yeah, bro. And the fella has a ponytail, bro. Fucking hilarious, bro. Yeah, it is, bro. The guy looks really angry, bro, with the culture. You can see his fucking teeth. You can see his teeth. He's so angry, bro. It was really funny, bro. No, what's up? Yeah, bro, I've seen a lot of people, like, even in that loan when I was like homeless and living in an abandoned house there, I seen a lot of people, like, brown boots and the skinny jeans, bro. Dublin fuel protest pitchfork. Big country fuckers video. What's it for, the slash hook? Like, what do you use it for? I'm gonna have a look at the video again because I find it hilarious just when I get off the live. Before I push his staff briars. Short version, it is hilarious. It is. It's just his facial expressions, bro. With his teeth showing when he's angry and he grabs the pitchfork. It's fucking hilarious. And the guy with the plait is just standing there shocked. He doesn't know what to do. He's like, oh fuck, I better not say anything. This guy does not fuck around. Like, I'm gonna get seriously hurt if I say it. And he probably would fucking batter you, bro, that fella. Bro, he could probably take out the whole of the bond, bro. I'm only messing, but you know what I mean, bro? I'd say a lot of Dublin people that, like, you know, are tough. Like, they'd even be scared of him, bro. Even I'd be fucking scared of him, bro. He seems like a mad cunt. The lad with the ponytail thought he was hard. Then he's like, say, your man foam out the mouth, yeah. It was so funny. He thought he was hard, and, you know, he was like, oh, fuck. I messed with the wrong person here. That's the whole funny part, bro. Yeah, he wasn't messing around, bro. I'm gonna have to head off now, guys, yeah. I'm gonna stream all day tomorrow. It's just getting late. It's 11 now. I have to head off now, guys, yeah. Hope everyone has a great night. God bless everybody. Yeah, bye everybody. It's a shame, like, if I didn't live here, I'd probably stay up for another hour, but it is what it is. John and chat, yeah, see you, bro. I'm gonna have a look at that video now. I wanna have a laugh.